On Monday Night Football, can you believe it? The Seattle Seahawks beat the Denver Broncos 17-16. I did not see this coming. I am shocked. That's unreal. And here's what's even cooler. The Seattle Seahawks starting quarterback, Geno Smith, 23 for 28 passing, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns. That is unbelievable. I'm shocked that not only did Seattle beat Denver, but Russell Wilson's revenge game didn't go great. And by the way, looks like they're not only are they winning without Russ. If that kind of stat, who knows? I haven't watched the game yet, so for all I know, the 5 incompletions by Geno Smith were a bunch of interceptions that got dropped or something, or who knows. But if Geno Smith does play well all year, can you imagine if he became the Seahawks franchise quarterback, a guy they basically got for nothing? He was supposed to be the Jets franchise quarterback a while ago. He failed there. They signed him as a free agent. I mean, can you imagine if at such a low value in free agency, Seattle found their franchise quarterback and it's Geno Smith and, he's actually good? I cannot wait to watch this game and see what the heck happened, but that's unreal. On Sunday Night Football, Tampa Bay and Tom Brady beat Dallas 19-3. Guys, Jerry Jones is the problem in Dallas. Dak Prescott's hurt, but what I saw in that game didn't look great. 14 for 29 passing, 134 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. That's ugly. And Dak, you're paying Dak all this money. You're paying Dak Prescott a ton of money. You're paying your running back Ezekiel Elliott a ton of money. Woo! Good for you. You're overpaying people who are mediocre, or even in Ezekiel Elliott's case, massively overpaid and bad. I told you when Dak Prescott signed that massive contract, he was overpaid. And I would love to hear from a Cowboys fan today how you're feeling, because I bet you are in shambles. You are probably really upset, really sad. I think Dak even, let me check this out. I think Dak actually got hurt in this football game. Dak Prescott, injury, I believe. He's out 6 to 8 weeks with a hand injury. Oh my gosh. Wow. Season over for Dallas already. I shouldn't laugh at that. I feel bad for Cowboys fans. That's terrible. The Chargers beat the Raiders 24-19. Not a shock. I predicted that. Devontae Adams in his first ever game for the Raiders, 10 catches, 141 yards, 1 touchdown. That's awesome. Here's the crazy thing, though. Derek Carr had 3 interceptions. I haven't watched what happened yet. For all I know, there were great throws that got tipped in the air and picked off. I don't know what happened. But that's a terrible omen and not a great start for Derek Carr this year with the new head coach, Josh McDaniels. And I've been having Derek Carr's back. I've been supporting him and speaking his praises. Derek Carr, not great. Not great at all. At least not a stat. We'll see how the game went. But the stat line is not good. And to throw 3 picks and only lose by 5 points, I guess it says a lot of good stuff about your team. But Herbert, 3 touchdown passes, 279 yards. And the Chargers beat the Raiders week 1. Kansas City dominated Arizona 44-21. And KC led at one point 37-15, 44-15. Wow. Guys, when Kyler Murray signed that massive contract, I said he hasn't earned it yet, but he might. This isn't earning it. Like, if you're going to get paid $230 million, you got to be able to go toe-to-toe with the best of the best. Kyler ain't doing that. Kyler, begged for a contract, and he was fine. 22 at 34 passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. But here's the thing. When you're playing Patrick Mahomes, who goes 30 for 39 passing, 360 yards, 5 touchdown passes. And Juju Smith-Schuster was awesome. Wow. Travis Kelce, 8 catches, 121 yards. That's awesome. But my point is, when your team plays against Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, you go, oh crap, this is going to suck. My team's going to lose. It's going to be not very fun. When your favorite football team plays against Kyler Murray, you're not intimidated at all. He's not a formidable figure in the football world. And, it's just really, really bad. I just cannot believe that Arizona paid Kyler as much as they did. I've been saying for a while he's overpaid. That contract was ridiculous. It looks really bad today. You lose week 1 to Patrick Mahomes, and I know it's a team game, but optically, you pay your quarterback to elevate your team. You give him $230 million. It's because he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, and Kyler doesn't look like one today. He just played one, and they lost badly. So not a great start to the year for Kyler Murray. Minnesota beat Green Bay. That's insane. And really cool. Good for Minnesota. I'm happy for them. Aaron Rodgers, I haven't watched the game yet, but he had 1 interception, no touchdown passes. Their leading receiver for Green Bay was a running back, A.J. Dillon. Then Romeo Doubs, a rookie, was the second leading receiver. Who had the second leading receiver, 37 catches. Not a single Packers receiver had over 50 yards receiving. I would imagine, without watching the game, the receiving core was suspect. I saw clips of Rodgers, angry and not angry, but like looking not happy during the game. Great win for Minnesota. I'm so happy for them. And look, if this is their year, it started feeling that way. And Aaron Rodgers, man, I really am curious to see where they are at the end of the year compared to where they are now. Because I would imagine as the year goes on, Green Bay is going to get better and more in sync with their receiving core. But right now, not a great start. The Giants beat Tennessee. Tennessee missed a game-winning field goal. Daniel Jones was fine. He had like a Daniel Jones, the Giants quarterback. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 17 for 21 passing, which is really efficient, and I really, really like that. 188 yards. We'll see. I'm still skeptical about Daniel Jones, but I'm so happy for the Giants' new head coach, Brian Daboll. Great for him. What a good win. It's so cool to see him win his first ever game with a new team. That's awesome. The Colts, they tied Houston. What has it been, like 10 years since Indianapolis won a week 1 game? At least they didn't lose this year. They tied. Could not have expected that. If I remember correctly, Matt Ryan threw the ball like 100 times in this game. Yeah, Matt Ryan, 32 for 50 passing. That's crazy. And Jonathan Taylor had 161 yards rushing, and they still couldn't beat Houston. What a crazy thing. Davis Mills looked pretty good. At least it's a good stat line. 23 for 37, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't know if Davis Mills is going to be the starting quarterback next year in Houston. I think they're going to draft like a Bryce Young or a Caleb Williams. But certainly, man, Davis Mills is going to get an opportunity somewhere next year because I think he's a very good quarterback. Probably not one of the best, but that's awesome for him. The Browns beat the Panthers 26-24. And, I'm disappointed. I wanted to see Baker Mayfield prove Cleveland wrong and get revenge. He didn't. And what's really sad is Baker wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. He 16 for 27 passing. And I say that without having seen the game yet, so who knows. But that stat line, he's 16 for 27 passing, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. It's fine. Baker Mayfield being mediocre and fine is not going to make Cleveland regret getting rid of him at all. And I'm disappointed to see that, and it makes me... it's just sad. I want to see Baker get revenge. He didn't. That sucks. The Commanders, they beat Jacksonville 28-22. And I saw that Trevor Lawrence had a late interception that helped seal the deal. Here's what I love, though. Carson Wentz, Commander Carson, 4 touchdown passes. 2 picks. We'll see what happened there. But I Commander Carson, I'm rooting for. And Jahan Dotson, the rookie receiver coming out of Penn State, had 2 touchdown catches in his first ever regular season NFL game. Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Logan Thomas, Jahan Dotson. They got a great receiving core in Washington for Carson Wentz. The best he's had maybe in his entire NFL career. And I am rooting for Carson Wentz to do well. I so badly want that to be an awesome situation for him as a quarterback in Washington. The Jets beat the Ravens. Sorry, no, that's not what happened. The Ravens beat the Jets 24-9. I was rooting for Joe Flacco to get revenge against his former team, the Ravens. That didn't happen. He did throw the ball 59 times. 37 for 59, 307 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I want to watch this one, but, it didn't happen. At one point, I believe, Baltimore was up. Yeah, they were up 24-3 late in the second half, in the fourth quarter. So the Ravens won easily. Got that prediction wrong. Hey, you can dream. I dreamed. Joe Flacco, I wanted to beat his old team. It didn't happen. I want to see how Lamar does, but I'm curious how, as the year goes on, who emerges as the best receivers for Baltimore. Because right now, I'm very worried about the receiving core. And clearly, one game in, they're fine. Miami beat New England 20-7. That's really interesting. Jalen Waddle had a bunch of catches. Jalen Waddle had 4 catches for... Hold on. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches for 69 yards. Tyreek Hill, 8 catches for 94 yards. Jalen Waddle had a touchdown. Tua was 23 for 33 passing, 270 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Right now, Miami's winning, and Tua is not hurting the team. So far, so good for Tua. He's keeping his job after this year. And the Patriots, how do Patriots fans feel today after losing to Tua? That's got to be a brutal loss and concerning if you're a Patriots fan. The Eagles beat the Lions 38-35. I think the Lions are better than people realize. I think Philly is much better than people realize. And, Philly ran for 216 yards. Jalen Hurts, 90 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Miles Sanders, 96 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Philly ran for 4 touchdowns. That's awesome. I think things are changing in Detroit, but I think Philly is a team that's going to win their division this year. And I think they're a dark horse Super Bowl contender. Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati 23-20. Joe Burrow had 4 interceptions in this game. I haven't watched what happened yet. For all I know, they were great throws. They got tipped in the air and picked off. But that's concerning if you're a Bengals fan. The sky isn't falling yet. Let's not panic. But not a great start to the year for Joe Burrow. And good for Mitchell Trubisky, the Steelers quarterback. They go to overtime. They won at the very end of overtime, too. I'm so happy for Pittsburgh and happy for Mitchell Trubisky. And concerned for Joe Burrow. Not too concerned, but that's not great. Chicago beat the 49ers 19-10. I think it was raining a lot. I saw pictures of afterward, or there's a lake in the middle of Soldier Field with Justin Fields sliding through it and celebrating. But here's an abysmal thing. A 46% completion percentage for Trey Lance, the 49ers' new starting quarterback. 13 for 28 passing, 164 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. That's awful. That's terrible. And I think the rain impacted the game. I haven't seen the game yet, so I'm just assuming that based on the pictures I saw of the celebration afterward. But what a bad start to the Trey Lance era. And if without watching, that's a bad stat line. If he puts up a lot more of those, they're going to go back to Jimmy Garoppolo. And if you're a 49er fan, you're probably not feeling great about your new starting quarterback who, hey, we saw Justin Herbert struggle in college and have some problems and get really good in the NFL. We saw Josh Allen struggle with accuracy problems and kind of be erratic in college, but get better in the NFL. We saw Patrick Mahomes have the same trajectory. I thought Trey Lance was going to have a similar trajectory and get better in the NFL and improve from his time in college. And what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't get better? What if Trey Lance doesn't ever improve as a quarterback and become a star live up to the potential he has, which I think he's got potential and physical ability similar to Josh Allen and Herbert. That's concerning for 49ers fans, their week 1 loss to the Bears. The Saints beat Atlanta 27-26. Here's what's crazy. Atlanta led 26-10 in the fourth quarter and still lost. What is it about Atlanta? Different quarterbacks, different coaches. It's been years, and they just blow leads in the fourth quarter. I don't even know what to say because it's not the same people. It's multiple quarterbacks. It's multiple teams. It's insanity to me. I don't know what to make of Atlanta blowing leads in the fourth quarter at this point because it's just a cultural thing. It's I don't understand it. Now, Jameis Winston, no turnovers, played on paper. The stat line's pretty good. Jarvis Landry, 7 catches, 114 yards. That's such an underrated grab as New Orleans getting Jarvis Landry. Michael Thomas had 2 touchdown catches. Chris Olave. This offense in New Orleans is formidable. I'm telling you. And I think the Saints are better than people realize. And I can't wait for the Saints to play. I can't wait for them to play Tampa this year. When does that happen? When does New Orleans play Tampa? They play next weekend. Buccaneers at Saints. That'll be so fun. I cannot wait. Jameis against his former team. Battle in that division. That'll be awesome. And then also week 1, I already talked about this when I watched it. The Bills beat the Rams 31-10. The Bills looked like a Super Bowl contender, probably a Super Bowl favorite. The Rams offense was concerning. Matthew Stafford had 3 picks. Matthew Stafford was holding his arm, had elbow problems, and said, I can't throw the ball. Really concerning if you're a Rams fan. Were the Rams bad because the Bills are really good or because the Rams are really bad or have problems? I don't know yet, but Buffalo dominated the Rams on Thursday Night Football to start the week. And those are my reactions to every week 1 NFL game. I'll watch the games and give you even more content, but those are my initial reaction without having watched very much yet, and I'll watch the games, and the next episode will be a breakdown of all the things I saw. Yeah, those are my thoughts on week 1 so far, my reactions.